All right, let's go ahead and start building out our panels here. The first thing I'm going to start with here is this panel, which is the saddle part of the shoe. And I'm just going to go ahead and click on the pen tool, not the topology pen, but the pen tool. I'm just going to click 4 vertices here, 2, 3, and 4. In a counterclockwise direction. Sometimes, occasionally, the polygon that you draw is flipped the other way, and in which case you just select it and hit the F key, and I've flipped that inward, but hitting the F key will flip that polygon so that it is facing you, or at least facing the opposite direction that it is. So if it's facing away from you, just hit the F key. Alright, so now I'll go to the topology pen tool, and I'm just going to hold down the shift key and click an edge and drag it out right about to there, and that's all I need to do there. And then drag that one up, and as I'm building this, I am going to make sure that I keep my edges where I want them to be. Maybe one right there, and put that edge right there. Okay, so I'm probably going to draw that guy down there and this one down here a little bit. Maybe pull that down a little bit, and I'm just clicking and dragging those edges. I'm not hitting any modifier keys or anything like that. So I'm just going to click on this one, drag that guy up there. I'm going to adjust this edge. It's going to save me a little time later on. Click that right there, and one more there. So we're just roughing this in right now. We're not trying to get a perfect model here. And pull that guy up here. Notice I grabbed a vertice and drug it outward, holding down the shift key, and that pulled that quad out for me. And if I get this within this proximity of this edge, it's going to snap those vertices together. And there we go. Now this guy is off. Now don't worry if you get something flying way off into outer space like that. Just line up your view here where you want it to be. Click and drag that onto the background polygons, and that should snap right in place. Okay. All right, so that's getting there. This doesn't take really very long. So I'm just going to go ahead and build out this panel, and probably just speed through this real quick. Now you'll notice that I'm working in polygon mode and trying to get my edge flows working as nicely as possible as I can within the polygon mode and not Captain Clark's. All right, so I'm just going to drag this guy, hold down the shift key, drag that up, and let's see, hold down the shift key there and drag that guy up there. All right, I think you're pretty much there with this. Probably move that up right about there, and you can continue and just massage this model into place as you go along. So after noodling with this panel a bit, I came up with a topology that looks sort of like this. So as you can see, it's pretty clean, and notice that I am keeping, let's go to my polygons here. Notice here that I am keeping a clean edge all the way around this, and the reason for that is that I'm going to want to address these stitches later on in the build. So I have to keep that in mind, and keeping a clean edge is going to allow me to do things with this panel that are going to make that stitch look a bit more realistic. So that's it for the saddle panel. Let's move on to some of the other panels.